Hi there, I'm Mr. Mark. Welcome to Spooky Slime. Going to be talking about what that is, but first, it's almost Halloween. I hope everybody's excited. I know I am, my favorite holiday, and all this month, been making some different things and saved this one for the very last, right before Halloween. So what's better than slime? Well, spooky slime. And I made a bunch of slime. Maybe you've made a bunch of slime. Going to show a very simple recipe. It's a recipe I always use when I've done programs. Right up at the end of this program, we'll show that recipe. We have books in the system you can check out about making slime, and of course there's plenty you can find online. Going to show you the basic things that you use for making slime. So of course you need your glue. We have the traditional white glue here. You can also use the clear glue, which I've used for a number of the ones I'll show here in just a second. And then you can use the pre-made glitter glue that they make in different colors. And if you want to make your own glitter glue, of course you can add the glitter. We have different colors here. You can add that to the clear. It shows up a lot better in the clear than it does in the white, but you do different additions to the white that show up, like beads or pom-poms or anything very colorful goes good with the white slime when you're making that. If your slime gets a little bit too where it's not pooling enough, always use hand lotion. Always have that with me when I'm doing a program. And if it's been sitting around for a while, sometimes you'll need to use that as well. Food coloring, if you're making slime, that's always good to have on hand. That normally goes good with the white glue, because that way you can make this, add to it, and make your colored glue that way. And have some other additives I'm going to show you here in a minute that's going to make our slime spooky. But let me introduce the different colors of slime here. So this very first one, as you can tell, this one is made just out of the plain white glue. It's very sticky, very bright. And the other ones we have here are all different glitter glues and made with the clear glue and different colors of glitter. And this is kind of a, I think it's got some pink and some purple and mix it together a little bit. Very bright. This one's more of a straight pink. And this one I really like, and we're going to use this toward the end here. It has a very nice slimy looking green. Oh, look at that color. And this one I actually used orange glitter with, and it made it more of a kind of a peachy color than orange once mixed in, but it's got the orange sparkles in it there. Good Halloween color. Okay. So for spooky slime, what are we doing? So we made our slime. Like I said, the recipe's at the end. You want to make your slime. And we're going to add some things in it to make it spooky for Halloween. And I bought some cheap things here. So what I did, I have some various Google eyeballs. These are different sizes. I'm going to show you here what we're going to do with them here in just a second. And then I needed some insects. So I went to the dollar store and I bought a bag of, wanted spider rings, but I had a pleasant surprise, they also had bats in them too. So they had bat rings and spider rings. So what I did, so I didn't want to use them as rings, I wanted just the flat parts. What I did was I took scissors and I cut off the back, being careful not to cut the legs off the spider so it could still stay a spider. And then what I get is I have a flat spider like that. I'm going to show you in a second what I'm going to be doing with that. Same thing with the bat rings. I cut off the back, so now they're flat like this so we can use them, okay? So first thing I think we're going to do is we're going to take one, we're going to make a multi-eye blob out of it. I'm going to take the green one. I think that's a good color here. So let me move some of these others out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. And when you're using slime, you always want to clear everything out of the way to have a good working space so you don't get slime all over everything. Okay? So I'm going to add some eyeballs into our slime here. So let me work it in a little bit. And I will admit that I did play around with this slime a little bit before this program to get it warmed up, because you know if it sits around for a little bit, it starts to get a little bit cold. And look at that, it starts to look like our multi-eyed blob, like he's a creature, right? I'm gonna stretch him out there. Like that. So then we have all the different eyes in there. Let me put him back into the container. All right, last thing we're going to do here is going to make spider slime, all right? So I like this lighter pink color because I think the black spiders will show up pretty well in there. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to put the spiders in. So I'm going to start adding them in here. So we have them, like I said, I cut off the back so it'll be kind of flat. Set them in there. And I have 6 of them here, so let me work them in a little bit. so that they're in all the way. And with this, you want to pull it kind of thin, so that way you see them almost like it's a colored spider web. You see that they're really in there. I think that looks kind of cool. Now, if you squish around on them a little bit, the neat thing with plastic items, like if you have beads or something like this, is they start to feel a little more rubbery than they normally do. That's the slime that's really all over them. It makes it feel a little bit softer, so it's kind of neat. I'm going to stretch it out there a little bit so you can see your spiders, like they're all in there in that slime. And I think that's a pretty good spooky slime. And as always, you want to store them in a good container. A plastic container is good. And you want a lid. If you have a lid on them, they'll keep for a while. But like I said, every once in a while, you want to take them up and knead them and warm them up, or else they'll kind of come apart. You'll have to reactivate them with some borax and some warm water. Make all kinds of different slime. Always fun to make. Never get tired of it. And have a very happy Halloween. And thank you so much for watching me today.